The stranger standing at my grandfather's grave turned around and said, "I'm the grandson he actually loved. You're just the one he was allowed to keep." I stopped walking. "Who the hell are you?" He was maybe 40, unshaven, eyes red like he'd been crying for days. "I'm Daniel, and before you tell me to leave, you should know, I have more right to stand here than you do." "That's insane." "Is it?" He pulled out a journal. Cracked leather spine. I'd watched Grandpa write in that thing my entire childhood. Page 73. Read it yourself. I didn't want to take it, but my hands moved anyway. Grandpa's handwriting, shaky but unmistakable. "Daniel is my first grandson, born in 1983 to my son James, the son I had before I married Martha. I have loved Daniel in secret for 40 years, and I will die with that shame." "This is fake." "Keep reading." "I wanted to tell the family. I tried once, 15 years ago. I told Michael, thought my own son would understand." My stomach dropped. Michael, my father. Instead, he gave me an ultimatum. Mention Daniel again, and he'd make sure I never saw Marcus or my other grandchildren. My son didn't protect the family. He erased part of it, and I was too weak to stop him. I read it 3 times. My father, the man who drove me to Grandpa's house every summer, who cried at the funeral, who gave the eulogy about family being everything. He knew. For 15 years, he knew. Maybe he had a reason, I heard myself say. "Maybe there's something you're not telling me." Daniel laughed. It was the saddest sound I'd ever heard. That's exactly what I told myself for 40 years. Maybe Grandpa can't claim me because he's protecting me. Maybe it's not shame, but there's no good reason. There's just your father deciding I wasn't worth the trouble. He wiped his face, angry at himself for crying. "Do you know what it's like to get birthday cards with no return address? To have a grandfather who loves you but can't say your name at Thanksgiving? To know that if you died tomorrow, you wouldn't even be buried here because officially, you don't exist?" I had no answer. "I'm not here for money. I just wanted to meet you." He steadied himself. "The cousin I was never allowed to have." The wind cut through the cemetery. I looked at the headstone. Harold James Mitchell, 1941 to 2024. Grandpa spent 40 years carrying this secret. My father made him carry it alone. "The will says whoever shows up gets everything," Daniel said. "We're both here, but if you acknowledge me, your father's lie gets exposed." He waited. "I'll understand if you walk away. You have a family, a real one. I'm just the ghost your grandfather couldn't let go of." I thought about my father, his face at family dinners, his hand on Grandpa's shoulder at the hospital. Every moment now looked different. Every smile was a lie built on a man he threw away. My father made his choice 15 years ago. I extended my hand. "I'm making mine now." Daniel stared at it, like he couldn't believe it was real. "I can't give you back the holidays. I can't undo what was done, but I can stop pretending you don't exist." He took my hand. His grip was tight, like a man holding on to something he'd waited his entire life for. We stood there, 2 grandsons, 1 grave. "He planned this," Daniel said. "The will, the 1-year wait. He knew you'd come." "Yeah," I almost smiled. "Manipulative old man." I looked at the headstone one last time. My father taught me that family comes first. He just never said which family he meant. Grandpa didn't leave me an inheritance. He left me a choice. I made mine. Now my father has to live with his.